What's up, YouTube? I'm Super Dan the Shoe Man, back with another video for you today. This is a little bit different video because what I'm going to talk about is already out in front of me. There's no unboxing. I think I almost always unbox something and get my reaction to it. But this is my reaction after spending a week at the beach with Kanye. You see, we got 3 pairs of Kanye's Yeezys out here. And before, Legend, come here. Come here, Legend. This is Legend. Let's make Legend. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good boy. It's a good boy. Yeah, those are shoes. Legend missed us while I was at the beach with Kanye. All right, get in the crate. Get in the crate. He missed us while I was at the beach with Kanye. First, though, I was at the beach with Kanye, but only because he was on my feet. We were at the beach for Wave Camp 2022. That's the church camp that my church puts on, my youth group puts on. Amazing week. I hope there's going to be at least a handful of y'all that were there and that can post down below, comment down below what you thought about it. And you can also comment down below about what you think about this. I know I talked with almost all of you about this. My sponsor and the message of my sponsor, which is Matthew 27 verse 46. Jesus was hanging from the cross. He looked up to the heavens and he said, my God, why have you forsaken me? Hebrews 13:5 says that God will never leave us or forsake us. When I read it that God's never going to leave me or forsake me. And that's because I believe that Jesus took all the forsaking that God had to give. He took it all on his shoulders in that moment. And Haley has complained that I use that commercial for my sponsor too frequently. And she actually got up in front of the church. There's like hundreds of people. Yeah, hundreds of people. And mentioned that. You know why she mentioned it? Because she hears it so frequently because of my videos. And the fact that you can keep that in your mind because you hear it so frequently here on this channel. That's why I do the same one so frequently. Not all the time, but so frequently. All right. So y'all need to go back. If you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and watch this video first. Or at least pause this video. Go back and watch the other 2 videos. I'll put them up here in the cards, the videos for these 2, because I talk about these and when I got them and they're dirty. I'm gonna have to clean this table. You haven't seen a video on these yet because I didn't want to make a video on them yet. We're gonna talk about them now. This is the MX Sand, I believe, fitting for the beach, and Easy foam runner. And this is the Green Glow slide, and this is the Pure slide. I hit these on Confirmed. I got these from Society of Souls. Actually got them for free in a raffle. So thanks to Society of Souls. Still thanks to Society of Souls. This is a size 12. This is a size 11. Got the 11 on a trade. No, I didn't get it from... No, I didn't. I got the size 10 on a trade from Trade Block. I knew I probably wasn't going to be able to wear the 10. But I could put my foot in it. It really wasn't that bad. When I put my foot in these, I thought they were too big. And then when I put my feet in these, I was like, all right, this is what I needed. I needed the 11, true to size. I got the 11 in these. I was able to try these on, though. These are wearing a lot. I'm a little disappointed about how they're wearing. I think there's plenty of foam here, so they'll be okay. But if you go back and watch the videos, it's like, no, the 11 is me. That's it. So I knew I was going to the beach, and part of the reason why I wanted to get this plethora is because Haley has also gotten on to me about wearing my Walmart flip-flops. Somebody commented on another video, I think it was the Pure video, about the Walmart flip-flops. I like my Walmart flip-flops. They're very comfortable. And you're going to hear more about my Walmart flip-flops in just a minute. I still wear them out in the backyard every once in a while. When the dogs have made a mess or something like that, kind of wear them. Sometimes wear them when I'm mowing the grass if it's really clean out and there's not much grass. Otherwise I wear plum dunks. But I was going to the beach, got a rep at the beach, especially with 100 kids from church camp and all the other kids we were going to see at the resort we were at. So I had to rep it. Knew I wanted to get some slides, and these are the most notable. Like, you get some Nike slides and it's like, all right, everybody's seen Nike slides, but everybody knows exactly what these are and that they're fire. So I had to get some slides and some foam runners. Did get a couple of comments on them. Before I left, I was like, all right, I gotta wear these 11s just to make sure, because I don't want to get all the way to the beach with just some shoes I haven't ever worn and then hate them. So I wore these at the grocery store, and the 11 was way too small. It was way too small. And I had surgery on my left leg, like down near my ankle, years ago, like 10 years ago, but I guess my foot's a little swollen still, like always. I know my leg is a little swollen. You can put it side by side, and you see like from my ankle up a few inches, you can see that my leg is swollen a little bit still to this day. You can't really see that my foot looks any different, but apparently it is, because this one, I kind of wanted to work its way off. This is just not stretchy at all. So I was like, all right, I think it's the 12. It's got to be the 12. And this one, I mean, my right foot was too small too. So too small, wasn't gonna work. Un-DS these, and I can't wear them. Onyxes at least are still DS though. We're not gonna touch those anymore. Those might be available for the 2,000 subscriber giveaway for the consolation prize. Not the, I mean, if the most valuable sub wants the Onyx slides, surely they can have them. But otherwise, second place will receive a shoe of their choosing from a long list of the many shoes that I have in the room at the time of the 2,000 subscriber giveaway, which is coming soon. 1,927 subs. I got 3 at the mall today. And so then I was like, all right, it's going to be these. Wore these around the house a little bit more because it was only a couple days before we were going to the beach. And I was like, all right, this is it. I've worn these quite a bit more. And so we'll talk about these first. These are actually much more comfortable than these in general. This is a size 11. If they made an 11.5, I would absolutely go for the 11.5. And it's really just for the width right here. It kind of pushes my toes in. There's no like stretching here like there might be with leather shoes or a normal shoe. This doesn't stretch inside. So there's a little bit of discomfort here, but not much. And I don't think it's enough for me to go up to the 12. And these are really expensive, so I'm not gonna buy a 12 just to try it and lose some money to send it back, or to sell it again and lose some money. But I took these too. And I was like, all right, I know that these are comfortable enough, but I think I'd rather wear these. They're a little bit easier to get on because they slide on. My feet doesn't easily slide into this. It's not that bad, but it doesn't easily slide in. So a week at the beach with Kanye. I don't like these. I like the color. I actually like this color better than the Pure, but I don't like easy slides. An unpopular opinion, I think. I don't like them. I even wore them. Also against Haley's request, and also Kinsley's request. Hopefully she watches this. Even when you're at the beach, you're not supposed to wear these with your dogs out, but meaning without socks. That's the way they say it these days. But I was like, I'm at the beach. I'm not wearing socks. I did wear socks on the way home with these, and it was pretty comfortable and it was all right. And I thought it looked pretty cool because they were like fishing socks. They had like fish and hooks and baits on the side of them. But I wore these most of the time just because they were easier to get on. And I wore them maybe yesterday for a little bit, and it's now 5 days after we've been back, a week after we've been back. And they felt a little bit better, I think. I mean, I spent a lot of time in the water, I spent a lot of time standing up, I spent a lot of time walking around with kids. So maybe my feet were just swelling in general, and that made them very uncomfortable. Like, again, my left foot was popping out, like coming out of this one, I had to intentionally force pressure down onto it so that I could push my foot further into it for it to be on the way it needed to be on. This one wasn't quite like that, but it was still just not comfortable. When I got the chance to sit down, I was taking them off. And it's nice that they're slides and you can just take them off like that, but I don't feel like I should be wearing slides that I feel like I need to take off because they're uncomfortable. One other thing about these, if you're thinking to get them, maybe you don't have, my feet aren't fat, I don't think. I might be, but my feet aren't really fat. They are a little bit wide, but one other thing, if you're not a wide footer and you can get a size that feels like it slips on pretty good, you'll probably be all right. It's just like this, it doesn't move. I mean, you can move it like this, but it doesn't stretch out when your foot's on it. And but in general, for anyone else, when you're not used to wearing these and you wear them for a while, your legs will hurt because of the way that there's so much foam and so much bounce in the bottom of this. It flexes a lot and it causes your muscles in your, like, basically from your knees down, probably also from your knees up to your back, even to some extent. I don't think my back was hurting or anything because of it, but definitely from my knees down, my legs were sore because you have to balance yourself on this because it moves so much. And it wasn't to the point where I thought I was going to fall ever, but it's definitely, it takes getting used to and building some muscles to do that. So I did wear these more because they're easier to get on, but I actually really enjoyed wearing these to the beach, into the sand. And when I was tired of these, when they were hurting my feet a little bit more, I put these on, and I think I wore them to the beach 2 out of the 4 days we were there. 5 days we were there, and wore them quite a bit more otherwise too. But these don't hurt like that. They're not quite as springy, so they're also not quite as comfortable on the bottom. Again, they hurt my toes just a little bit after wearing for a while, like on the drive back when I was wearing them for 6 hours in the car. They got a little uncomfortable, but they actually worked really well in the sand. They don't hold a lot of sand, and when you get up to the boardwalk with a faucet, you can rinse them out, and they rinse out really easily. So I would buy another pair of these at some point in my life, way before I'd buy another pair of these. I'm gonna wear these a little bit more because a week at the beach might not have been enough, and maybe, like I said, because I was up moving around doing a whole lot more stuff, maybe my feet were swollen. I don't know if salt water would be. I mean, I was in the water in the ocean for several hours a day, like in the water for several hours a day. So I don't know if maybe that makes your feet swell more. I don't know. And I've never had a problem with shoes. Like, I think obviously when you're walking a lot in a day, you know, you want to take your shoes off at the end of the day, but like never with any pair of shoes, not even with these. So these are size 10.5, which is a little bit small for me. That's just the size I was able to get in the trade that I wanted to do. These don't feel like that. I can walk around all day in them, and then my feet might be ready to come out of the shoe, but they're not. It's not painful. This was painful because this stuff doesn't stretch, and I don't know. Maybe I noticed the pain more when I wasn't walking, when I was sitting down, and maybe that's when you're not compressing it at all, the bottom, the sole at all, so you get more pressure. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep them a little bit long. I mean, I'm not gonna get rid of them yet. I'll wear them a little bit when I feel the need, when it's the right situation. I'm gonna wear them with the dogs out from time to time, especially if we go to the pool. Although my kids are gone, all of my kids are gone right now. They'll be gone for most of the rest of the summer, so I have almost a month with no kids, and it's bittersweet. When I got to the beach, so Atticus is too young; he couldn't come to the youth camp with us. When I got to the beach, Jarnold, and he's definitely subbed to this channel. Jarnold I mean, he's a lot bigger than my son. He's 12, and he's a big 12 too. He reminded me of Atticus a lot, and I was only gone from Atticus for a day, and I missed him. And yeah, it was about 24 hours by the time I realized that Jarnold reminded me of him. And go check out Jarnold's page, Jarnold's YouTube channel, also Foxy's Rampage. He's got some cool gaming vids. I'm a gamer too, so I liked watching them. I watched one in particular, a VR game he played, which was pretty cool. It's pretty gory though. Like, he's just shooting people in the face, and they didn't do anything to him. So Jarnold, maybe you shouldn't play that one anymore. But it's like worse than maybe. I mean, it didn't have a whole lot of bad language, but it might be worse than what's that one. I don't have anybody to talk to behind the camera. This is weird. What's that one game? You know the game I'm talking about, where you just go hitting people. It was kind of like that, but they didn't normally do something to you, or at least can do something to you. He was just shooting people in the face. They're regenerated in front of him, so maybe it was fake. I mean, obviously it was fake. It was virtual reality, a video game. But anyways, so it's bittersweet not having my kids here for the summer. It's quiet, and I don't have as much responsibility, so it's nice with that, but I miss them all already. So anyways, smash that like button if you enjoyed hearing about my week at the beach with Kanye and what I think about Kanye and these Yeezy beach shoes. I'm gonna call these beach shoes because that's what these things are for. Like, you know, I mean, I think I could play basketball on these, but I wouldn't because, like I said, they're wearing a little bit too much. I think there's plenty of foam here that it's not going to go through anytime soon, and my foot's rubbing in there. So I did a little bit of physical activity with these, but not much, and they're wearing pretty good. These show almost no wear, but I didn't do quite the same physical activity with these as I did with these. But anyways, smash that like button if you enjoyed this kind of a video. Some people were saying they want another 100,000 steps in this happened video. What shoe do you want to see? Like, I think that the patent bread was like a perfect storm of a 100,000 step and this happened video. I wanted the shoe really bad, so I paid for it and got it early, and then also me, as well as everybody else, wanted to know what they wore like. And if you haven't seen that video, you better go watch it. I can link that one up here too. And I've matted them since then, and the little creasing that they had is completely gone now that they're matted. So 100,000 steps, they're good as new. So anyways, tell your grandma, because she might want to, I think she would want to get these. I don't think Grandma would like these. They'd probably hurt her legs too much because of all the balancing you gotta do. These though, Grandma, this might be your new sandal. So smash that like button, comment down below, tell your Grandma. See you next time.
You're so pretty.
Say bye.
Cheers. Ah! Shoes. And I like shoes.
Fire! It's so cute.